Hi everybody, welcome back to another crime story video. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you never miss another video. And today's story is the murder of John Lennon. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Don't hate me if it's not, but this was a fan requested story, so I was like, yeah, let's just do it. But let's just jump on. The rock group that transformed popular music in the 1960s is shot and killed by an obsessed fan in New York City. By the way, all credits from this story goes to the History Channel. The 40-year-old artist was entering his luxury Manhattan apartment building when Mark David Chapman shot him 4 times at close range with a .38 caliber revolver. Lennon, bleeding profusely, was rushed to the hospital but died en route. Chapman had received an autograph from Lennon earlier in the day and voluntarily remained at the scene of the shooting until he was arrested by police. For a week, hundreds of bereaved fans kept a vigil outside the Dakota Lennon's apartment building, and demonstrations of mourning were held around the world. John Lennon was one half of the singing-songwriter team that made the Beatles the most popular music group of the 20th century. The other band leader was Paul McCartney, but the rest of the quartet, George Harrison and Ringo Starr, sometimes penned and sang their own songs as well. Hailing from Liverpool, England, and influenced by early American rock and roll, the Beatles took Britain by storm in 1963 with the single "Please Please Me." Beatlemania spread to the United States in 1964 with the release of "I Want to Hold Your Hand," followed by a sensational U.S. tour with youth poised to break away from the culinary rigid landscape of the 1950s, the Fab Four, with their experiment music and good-natured rebellion, are the perfect catalyst for the shift. The Beatles sold millions of records and starred in hit movies such as A Hard Day's Night in 1964. Their live performances were near riots, with teenage girls screaming and fainting as their boyfriends nodded along to the catchy bop songs. In 1966, the Beatles gave up touring to concentrate on their innovative studio recordings, such as 1967's Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, a psychedelic concept album that is regarded as a masterpiece of popular music. The Beatles' music remained relevant to youth throughout the great cultural shifts of the 1960s, and the critics of all ages acknowledged the songwriting genius of the Lennon-McCartney team. Lennon was considered the intellectual Beatle and currently was the most outspoken of the four. He caused a major controversy in 1966 when he declared the Beatles were more popular than Jesus, promoting mass burnings of Beatles recordings in the American Bible Belt. He later became an anti-war activist and flirted with communism in the lyrics of soul hits like "Imagine," recorded after the Beatles disbanded in 1970. In 1975, Lennon dropped out of the music business to spend more time with his Japanese-born wife, Yoko Ono, and their son, Shin, in 1980. He made a comeback with Double Fantasy, a critically acclaimed album that celebrated his love for Yoko and featured songs written by her. On December 8th, 1980, their peaceful domestic life on New York's Upper West Side was shattered by 25-year-old Mark David Chapman. Psychiatrists deemed Chapman a borderline psychotic. He was instructed to plead innocency, but instead he pleaded guilty to murder. He was sentenced to 20 years to life in 2000. New York State prison officials denied Chapman a parole hearing, telling him that his vicious and violent acts was apparently fueled by their need to acknowledge. He remains behind bars. John Lennon is memorized in Strawberry Fields, a section of Central Park across the street from the Dakota that Yoko Ono landscaped in honor of her husband. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Make sure to go join my Discord and follow my Twitter. On my Twitter, I'll be doing a giveaway. Well, I'll be announcing a giveaway. To enter, all you got to be is subscribed, and an extra entry will be if you're following me. But that's all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.